flexing on purpose when I'm in the club. Free back. Kicking flavor, St. Laurent, watch how I walk. Let this paper be the reason why we talk. Ain't no favors, they gon' outline you and you the biggest.
The boy love's got another.
We are in the City of Roses, Portland, Oregon, home to the Trailblazers, where we'll be broadcasting today's action live. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. Portland playing for the home crowd again tonight. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. George and Young are the forwards. Teague and Monte are the guard set. And it's Turner in the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And those are the first points of the game.
Nice hoop to get the scoring started there.
And the Blazers last season losing 4 of their 5 starters to trades or free agency. You might have expected them, Greg, to drop in the depths of the standings, but they stayed remarkably competitive.
And credit goes to everybody. The players rose to the challenge and showed a hunger to prove themselves. The front office went out and acquired young pieces that fit, and Coach Stotts put them in a position to be successful. It's hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Teague for 3. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Lillard. And here's McCollum for 3. Here's Leonard. Again, the Trailblazers score.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
Teague against Lillard. Young inside.
Well, he's an intriguing player, Thaddeus Young. I mean, you look at his frame and his game. I mean, he seems like he'd be a small forward, but he's played at the power forward position for years now, and I think that's in part due to the way the game is played now in the NBA with stretch fours and spacing the floor. Thaddeus Young fits into that kind of game quite well.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Ellis wide open. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Ellis has got himself on the board with 3 there. He certainly can score at the power forward. Young has ability to space the floor and tack off the bounce. He's pretty special at that position.
Yeah, he really is. You know, he came into the league only after a year in college and has grown into a reliable scorer as a slasher and small ball four-man. So he's found and carved out a nice niche for himself.
Now Lillard. Thaddeus Young missing on his 3. It's stolen by Teague. Pass to George. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Boy, I tell you what, the touch that George has on these interior shots, that's something to see. He's very comfortable down there in the low post.
Here's Lillard. Hits the front of the rim and out.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Which is exactly why they better start D'ing him up before he really gets a head of steam up. That's the idea. Shut him down before he gets going.
So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a loss to the Rockets. Here's Ellis. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Damian Lillard.
I think a big reason Ellis gets to the line is because of his determination. I mean, he's just not going to let anybody keep him from getting the shot off from inside.
And he makes both free throws.
Monte is hard to believe he's got over a decade in the league already, right out of high school back in the mid-2000s. This guy is an outstanding scorer, driver, and surprisingly good as a playmaker, too. You let him get to his right hand, you're in a real trouble.
Teague kicks to Turner. It's stolen by Ezeli. Teague against Lillard. He dishes it to McCollum. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. And he knocks down the first one. And C.J. McCollum stepping into that starting spot, the shooting guard last season, and just about tripled Greg his scoring average.
And how about he and Lillard comprise one of the top scoring backcourts in the league? They make a nice combination. And what I like, when Lillard checks out of the game, McCollum can step over into that point guard role, so he brings great versatility.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
All right, I want everyone to give it up for your Blazer dancers. There we go, one more time. Give it up for your Blazer dancers.
Portland trailing here. Lillard left side. And it's going to be a 3-second call. A different look now for Portland. Davis comes in for Festus Ezeli. And Turner's subbed in for Al-Farouq Aminu.
Evan Turner.
Teague with the ball. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Second chance shot. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so we will go to the line. A three-point play chance here for the Trailblazers. Harkless is checked in for Myers-Leonard. And Krabs subbed in for C.J. McCollum. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Al Jefferson's checked in for Young. C.J. Miles comes in for George. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Ellis. And it's Brooks in for Jeff Teague. Here's Lillard. Off on the layup.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
The Trailblazers shooting their fourth and fifth shots at the foul line in the game.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
The Pacers making a switch here. Allen's checked in on the left block. And Jefferson with a nice bucket inside. Jefferson's got his first 2 points of the night. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to Los Angeles. Here's Davis. And Davis throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Lillard dishes to Turner. For three. They get the rebound. And he banks in the layup.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Trailblazers trailed by 8. There's the pass to Crabbe. Knocks down the three ball. Krabs got himself on the board with 3 there.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope, it's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Now here's Harkless. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Brooks, the pass to Jefferson. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
And Miles kicks to Jefferson. And finished off by Jefferson.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Here's Lillard. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jefferson. And so here's Portland. 7-point differential.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Not one second chance bucket allowed. That is finishing off good defense.
Kicks it to Miles. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. And the Pacers lead by 8.
Just solid recognition from Miles there. I mean, feeling the defense out before he even gets the ball and then burning them with the fast basket.
Here's Lillard. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Pacers lead by... Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Pacers.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
Something else they've done a good job of tonight, right from the start, is penetrating and scoring.
McCollum and Aminu are out on the perimeter. Davis is out there with Festus Ezeli, and it's Turner in at the 1. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, all of us saw Paul George's compound fracture playing for Team USA. It was one of the most devastating on-court injuries we've seen. But he's back now, and he says it put everything in perspective, that this game can be gone at any second. I've got to enjoy this ride, enjoy this journey. I'm much more happy. I just see things in a different light now. Evan?
Yep, great to have him back in action, D.A. Thank you.
Man, I like the aggressiveness that Turner plays with for such a young guy. It's proven to be beneficial in helping him draw fouls.
He doesn't get the second one.
Miles Turner, the 11th overall pick last season out of the University of Texas, only spent one season in college. But this guy very well could be a perennial all-star. The Pacers think they've gotten a steal. He was a 19-year-old rookie who showed he already understands how to hold his own at both ends of the floor.
The feed now to Young. Here's George. Young dishes to George. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. George has got 7.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
And Turner was a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. What caused him, guys, you think, to slip to 11th in the 2015 draft?
Well, you know, he didn't have a huge impact at Texas. Only played there 1 year. There wasn't a full body of work on his resume. Some even looked at his awkward running gait as perhaps a chink in his armor. But he trained with track coaches, developed his hip flexibility, and really has been working on his mobility and had a strong rookie season.
Indiana leading by 11. And Teague, here we go. Leonard with the steal. And here's the fast break. Turner passes to Aminu. Here's Leonard. Rejected by Young.
Thaddeus Young using that expansive wingspan to put that shot in reverse.
Over in the corner, Ellis takes a three. That one doesn't go. And the Trailblazers going the other way. And it's McCollum off the drive. Azili kicks to McCollum. A second chance effort. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two. These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And he makes the first. He's perfect from the line this time.
Take a look at what McCollum's done. He has 8 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times a game comes down to which team wins the free throw battle.
Now a timeout called by Portland. And you look at Jeff Teague, an all-star in 2015, but he's not in that superstar category yet. What does he need to do to get to that level?
You know, it's not one thing. Teague is good, not great in a lot of areas, and I think he's solidified his place as a starting caliber point guard. I think with his athleticism, he could be an even better defender, which I think is an emphasis here with the Pacers.
Turner against Teague. Aminu dishes to Azili. Banked in off the glass. Azili's got his first 2 points.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear, it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Turner passes to Azili. Count that one.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially in side. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
The Pacers last season improved their offense and keeping their defense steady.
And you know, Kevin, it was interesting because of the change in style. There was an expectation that the Pacers would make a bigger jump in the offensive numbers, and didn't quite happen that way. The defense stayed about the same, and the offense didn't make as big a jump as was anticipated.
And Turner kicks to Azili. There's a good screen. Here's Leonard. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Yep, that one goes. That's 12 points for George.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Got a piece of it. And now here comes Teague leading the break. Here's Young. Ellis trying to free himself up. Again, Young missing. Teague on the double team. Outside Leonard. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Shots good by Turner.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Young dishes to Teague. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Teague's got his second basket of the night.
A fantastic heads-up play there from Young to find the open man.
Turner passes to Aminu. And it's McCollum off the drive. Kicks it out to Leonard. Back to Turner. George against Aminu. Back to Leonard. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Heads-up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana.
And the Pacers acquiring the Fort Wayne Mad Ants of the Developmental League going into last season. Some rumors had it that they try to move the team closer to Indianapolis, but the Pacers said no, they're committed to keeping them in Fort Wayne, which is really a good basketball city, and it's only about 2 hours from Indianapolis.
And the Mad Ants were the last D-League team that didn't have a one-on-one affiliation with an NBA team.
That's exactly right, and now they belong to the Indiana Pacers. And if you want a D-League team in this day and age, you've got to start your own. Seems like pretty soon every team in the NBA will have their own D-League team to go one-on-one, 30 for 30.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Ed Davis is checked in for Azili. Harkless comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Alan Crabb, he's checked in for McCollum. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Evan Turner. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Brooks leading the charge. Dishes it to Stuckey. And that one is hammered home.
And I like the intensity that Rodney Stuckey plays with. I mean, this guy is a true pro.
And Jefferson sends it back. In the corner, Stuckey with it. From beyond the arc. And Davis pulls it down. Trailblazers trailed by 14. Here's Lillard. Up and in on the layup. Lillard's got 7 points in the game.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one. Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Oh.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, you know, C.J. Miles was drafted right out of high school back in 2005 and has over a decade in the league now and really in his prime as an NBA player. He's a quality swing man, can give you good minutes whether he's starting or coming off the bench.
And Miles swinging to the power forward position defensively. We saw that throughout last season as the Pacers guys look to go small from time to time.
And, you know, the power forward position, not his best position defensively. Guys, his defense has improved overall in recent years, but his metrics defensively suffered because he was, in many cases, overmatched from a size standpoint. Offensively, he's a streaky shooter who can get it going from the three-point line and take you off the bounce in the paint.
Brooks kicks to Allen. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. And the Pacers lead by 16.
Man, just taking his time, carving out space, looking for the shot that he wants. That's all about work ethic and tenacity from Allen.
Lillard. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Here's Brooks. Moves back up. Allen dishes to Jefferson. High shot from 10 feet out. Jefferson's got 4 points in the quarter. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
George having a fantastic game. 12 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for Indiana, Teague and Monte are the guard set. George and Young are the forwards. And it's Turner in the center. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Trailblazers trail by 16. Lillard against Teague. And it's Aminu in the corner. Soft touch off the glass. Aminu's got the first basket of the second half here for the Trailblazers. George passes to Turner. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And for the Blazers, you know, offensively, you've got Lillard and McCollum spacing the floor. You put them on opposite sides, and when you swing the ball, either can carve up the defensive rotation.
Both free throws good from Turner. And both Lillard and McCollum, able shot creators. They put a lot of pressure on them.
And both of them able to hit from deep, off the bounce, and create for others. They're both scoring-minded guards, but between them, plenty of playmaking to keep the ball moving.
And George kicks to Teague. It's George on the wing. He's guarded by McCollum. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up.
You know, a lot of players grew up playing against older, bigger players. For Paul George, it was his older sister, Tiasha, who stands 6'4". She used to beat him up so badly on the court, it would bring him to tears. Wow. Turnabout is fair play, though. Younger brother is hooping at an all-star level now. Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts. He has really shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. Like we say, he's been making sweet string music all day long.
And you think about Paul George's amateur career, he was recruited to bigger schools, but he decided to go to Fresno State. He wanted that lead role.
And you still see that hunger for that lead role here in the NBA. He wants to be the alpha dog. He wants to take on the pressure and responsibility of being a franchise player. More importantly than wanting that responsibility and platform is making sure you put the work in to handle it. And I think he has done that, so he deserves the title. He's every bit the Pacers franchise player.
And stolen by Jeff Teague. An even 3-on-3 break. There's Ellis with the 3 ball, and he can't jam it through. Here's Aminu, and the layup's good off the glass. Aminu's got his second bucket of the night. Pacers leading by 14. It's tipped. Lillard outside. Left side, Leonard. The baseline, Jay. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
And Young with the stuff.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
Pass to McCollum. The 3. Pacers with the rebound. Turner's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
The shot by George, wide open. Buries the long-range jumper. George has got 19 points. Lillard from outside. Buries it from 3-point range.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Teague kicks to Turner. It's stolen by Ezeli. There's the lob to Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition, switch, ignited.
And they get it back. And that's going to be a treble.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
A different look now for Portland. Davis is checked in for Myers Leonard. Turner comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And Krabs subbed in for Damian Lillard. Then for the Pacers, Jefferson's checked in for Miles Turner. And Brooks subbed in for T. Brooks kicks to Jefferson. Shoots from the right block. A rebound by Ezeli. Ezeli's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Turner. Trailblazers keep it alive. And it's Davis missing. And George, here we go. And there's the foul. It'll go on Ed Davis. That's foul number 2 for him. Maurice Harkless is checked in for the Trailblazers. Then for the Pacers, Lavoy Allen's checked in for Young. C.J. Miles comes in for George. Rodney Stuckey's subbed in for Monte Ellis. And it's Allen with the jam.
And, you know, at 6'9" now, Allen is definitely a threat to dunk it on you. The defense can't let him get that close to the basket or he'll make you pay. And they need a timeout, Kevin. They haven't been boxing out like they need to, and they're giving up a ton of second-chance points.
Trailblazers trail by 14. Now here's McCollum. Out to Turner. From past the arc.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
There's no doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Well, when you give Miles space to roam near the rim, he's going to finish inside with a variety of moves.
Yes, that goes in.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
From the low block. That's good from Allen on the assist by Brooks. Brooks has got his 6th assist on the night. And the Pacers going with the smaller lineup too, but they've remained an elite team defensively. Guys, how have they done it?
Well, not so much about their shot blocking or rim protecting as it was in the past. More about their perimeter defense. One of the best in the league at forcing turnovers and defending the three-point shot. And ironically, despite all the pressure they apply, they do a good job of keeping the ball in front most times.
McCollum up top. Brooks covering. McCollum dishes to Davis. It's stolen by Jefferson. Here's Miles. No good off the front iron. Trailblazers trail by 18. McCollum with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks. Brooks against McCollum. To the middle. Makes it off the glass. Davis has got 11.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Brooks, the pass to Allen. And slam dunk by Allen.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Passes to Brooks. He kicks to Miles. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got assist number 8 here in this one already. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. McCollum against Brooks. And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 10.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Buries it from three-point range. And the Pacers lead by 21.
Perfect arc on the long ball from Miles. His form is textbook perfect.
And as we conclude the third quarter, and we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Here's Lillard. We've got Allen Crabbe. Ezeli is out there with Davis. Then there's Al-Farouq Aminu, and it's Lillard in at the one spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Takes the 13-footer. Here's Young, and it's Portland with the rebound.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Davis sets a screen. Ezeli kicks to Lillard. Clock at 6. Lets it go from 14. Here's Ezeli. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got 6 rebounds in the game. Ellis dishes to George. Young with no one around. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Trailblazers trailed by 19. Teague against Lillard. He feeds it to Ezeli. Here's Crabbe. And the three ball is good. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Teague left side. Young inside. He's guarded by Davis. Shot's good from Young.
Young is often overmatched because he's not as big as other power forwards, but he still finishes inside at a high rate.
Lillard, the pass to Crabbe. And not sure what he was thinking there. Indiana leading by 18. On the wing, Ellis. It's stolen by Ezeli. Lillard at
I love that. Yes, indeedy.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Okay. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Leonard's checked in.
Boy, I tell you, Turner is a dominant force who imposes his will on whoever is on him. But what you have to like and respect is his work ethic.
Ellis, a good look. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. 10 points for Monte Ellis.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
And it's Lillard missing.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Allen Crabbe. Teague kicks to Ellis. To the inside, and it's Turner finishing it off.
How about the vision of Ellis? Nice job finding guys in their spots.
To the paint, here's McCollum. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
And here's George for 3. They get it again. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's on Al-Farouq Aminu.
Miles Turner at the line for 2.
First one falls for him.
Terrific game for Turner. 11 rebounds, and free throws have been big for him today, with 6 points from the line.
And it's important, and you can tell that he understands that in terms of getting to the line.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. Right side, Leonard. Good defensive work there by Young. Indiana leading by 21. And Turner kicks to Young. And Thaddeus Young with the slam.
With his athleticism, dunks like that are pedestrian for Young.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Lillard from outside. That one's not going to go. So Indiana will take it the other way.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
Inside. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him.
And a nice touch on the finish.
And Lillard gets double-teamed. The dish to Aminu. And it's McCollum in the corner. Shoots from 12. Not enough on that one as it misses. Shot from 16. And it's George again missing.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Having a little more difficulty getting the ball inside here. The defense has done a much better job collapsing on them when they throw it inside. Double teaming and being active with their feet and hands.
Turner's checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. The Pacers also with a sub. Jefferson's checked in. And Paul George formerly wore the jersey number 24. A sports writer suggested he should go with the number 13, so his nickname could be PG-13. George liked the idea, so he did it.
Yeah, and the more superstitious among us might wonder if he brought himself some bad luck with that number, but it is an auspicious number for him. Of course, back in 2013, he won Most Improved Player and made his first All-Star appearance. But I think the story is true. The fact that PG, in an effort to brand himself a certain way, wanted to be viewed as agreeable to all viewing parties.
I mean, he was great in his last game. Clearly, he has not lost that love and feeling.
Yeah, you know, he's got stupendous spurt ability, Greg. I know you like that one, don't you? And those spurts tend to go on for a while with him.
Yeah, did you trademark spurt ability? Yes.
Yeah, I tried to, man, but it didn't get any life. Although I see a lot, and I hear a lot of guys using it, but they do give me credit for it.
And there's the foul. It goes on Evan Turner. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Davis is checked in for Festus Ezeli. And Harkless is subbed in for Myers Leonard. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Lavoy Allen's checked in for Young. C.J. Miles comes in for George. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Ellis. And Brooks subbed in for Jeff Teague.
We watched Jefferson play great basketball. 8 rebounds and a pair of blocks to go along with those.
And he's been standing tall when they needed him.
Here's Lillard, and he lays it straight in. Lillard's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, for one, he hasn't let them down. I mean, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good.
Jefferson gets the bucket.
Well, if you're going to give them layups, there's no way you're going to get back in this game.
Well, you know, against a player of his caliber, sometimes those layups are going to come no matter what the defense throws at him.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout. a dominating performance for the Pacers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Al Jefferson. You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
Alan Crabb, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Drills the three-pointer.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
Lillard the pass to Davis. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Just absolute domination in this one for Davis. He has 11 points and 2 steals as well.
And guys, he's been making play after play on both ends of the floor.
No let up in him, and that's mindset. That's not just physical tenacity, but that's a mental tenacity too that he brings to the court.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just one miss, now is not the time to be missing those.
And Davis sends it back. Here's Lillard. Feeds to Harkless. From deep. Kicks it out to Lillard. Shoots a 3. And no good. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now time to send it over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the post-game show.